Hi, this is a real-time tracking and dispatch system developed using Java and Go. I'm going to go over here to Kiro, which I used to develop this application. I'm going to check to see how the Docker containers are running. As you can see, all the Docker containers are healthy. I'm going to go to a different terminal. I'm running a Python script which simulates a driver. It creates 10 pings per second. An ingest service, which is a Go service. It will receive all these pings and will publish location pings received event to Kafka. Kafka is a three broker craft setup. I'm going to go over here to the rider UI and request a ride. As you can see, there's a trip. This is a trip ID and a ride is requested. A dispatch service, which is Java Spring Boot service, and the background will read this, will consume this trip requested event from Kafka will create a trip aggregate, persist it to PostgreSQL via PG Bouncer, and publishes a trip assigned event to Kafka. The trip state machine takes care of those valid state transitions. Once that's done, I'm going to go over to a different terminal. I'm going to check the logs for a notification service, which is another Go service. It will it'll output a JSON structured output, which will show a trip has been assigned. As you can see over here, this is a driver and this is the rider and the event ID and the event type is trip assigned. In production, this will call FCM or APNs, etc. I'll go over to Jagger UI, which will show the traces for the services in the system. Right now, since this is the initial setup, I just have ingest service over here, and you see the traces for them. And this is the screen for Prometheus setup, which will give you metrics for different API endpoints. Right now, I've selected HTTP request total, and if I run this query, you come down, you will see different metrics, and I move over to this screen, which is Avro schema registry. So Avro schema will prevent consumers from having to read malformed message. Basically, if a publisher publishes a malformed message, the broker rejects it before it reaches any consumer. Thank you.